Come with us where the corn is popped and the throwback Thursdays never stop. It's a magical land not far away. All you have to do is just press play.
So,
hop on the couch and close your eyes. Gonna party like it's 99. Join us, watch the movies of our lives with Blockbuster Wives.
welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. I'm your host with the most late fees, Shea Baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but always rewinds. And you're listening to Blockbuster Wives.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
We missed you guys.
2024, the last time we saw you was last year.
We haven't seen you for a year. Anyways.
We're sorry we had to take a week off. Shea,
My bad.
sadly, was struck ill.
It was trash. It was full-on Garbaggio Supreme sandwich. However, I'm back and better than ever, baby. More annoying, hotter than ever.
Did you revisit any of our sick movies?
Wait, what do you mean?
I was thinking about the movies we've done with sick scenes in them. Particularly, You've Got Mail and the baseball one. Why can't I think of what it's called?
Why can't I think of what... Fever Pitch.
Fever Pitch.
I know what you're talking about now. No, but I did listen to a bunch of our episodes, while I was sick, because I just missed my wife. It sucked. Usually, every New Year's, for some reason, I get sick. But before the last couple years, Stacy and I used to celebrate every New Year's together, so I was really looking forward to it this year. But I ended up just being alone in my room eating chicken wings watching Harry Potter. So, win some, you lose some.
What kind of chicken wings and which Harry Potter?
I watched the fourth Harry Potter, the third and the fourth, and I had spicy honey garlic wings with hella ranch and tater tots.
That sounds incredible. I love the third Harry Potter movie. The fourth one?
Yeah, the third one's my favorite book and movie.
It's really good.
It's really good. So many, I remember, I really loved Harry Potter, but it wasn't until the third one that I was like, oh, so this is my favorite series in the entire world now. Just because, we all know. Everything was tied together. Actually, we need to have a Harry Potter month.
Oh, we will.
Okay,
have no fear. We'll have to have a few, honestly.
We will, technically, yeah, we'll have to do 2. Mm-hmm. All right, well, buckle up, babies, because that has to happen this year, for sure.
That's one of our New Year's resolutions.
It is. Besides just, entertaining y'all more and making you love us more.
And did you have a standout episode from our catalog that you were like, wow, this episode slaps?
Well, I did listen to our Tommy Boy episode again because the anniversary of his death came, and I was like, I need to listen to this again. And, man, it brought me to tears. It's such a good episode. And then I also listened to all of our, Christmas episodes again.
Nice.
They're just... Look... I listen to every episode multiple times. I listen to it the day it comes out, and I listen to it, again at some point. I've listened to every episode probably, at least twice. Oh, also the one with Chris Cranach, whatever one that one...
Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland Drive. I did listen to that again, and that was so good. That was a great episode. But yeah, anyway. So re-listen to our episodes. If you've already gone through and listened to them one time, I suggest going in a second time, because there's more even I pick up. And I was there. So basically, when I listen to an episode for a second time, that means I've experienced that conversation 3 times.
Whoa. See, I hate hearing myself. So I will occasionally listen to an episode, and it's always less bad than I think. I always think I'm going to listen to it and be like, you sound stupid.
But you never sound stupid.
You say too much, which I do, but get off my case.
No, you don't. You're perfect.
I'm a Las Vegas girly, okay?
True. But I don't think you say too much. In fact,
sometimes I do.
I don't know.
When I listen back, I notice.
Okay. Well, maybe for you, but for someone else who's experiencing the conversation, I never feel that way about you.
Thank you.
I could listen to you talk forever. And I have for the
you're
last...
my wife. You're biased.
But I chose this life because I love listening to your voice. You know?
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. But anyway, welcome to Transformation Month. We did this last year, right?
We did Wish Upon a Star.
Oh, yeah.
We did Master of Disguise.
Oh, yeah.
What was the other one ones. Oh, man.
Damn.
They were great, though. Go back. January 2023.
Yeah, that one.
Good stuff.
It was good. But you know what? I have to say, this year's lineup is better.
It's pretty banging.
It's so fucking good. So buckle up. And I don't know if we talked about it last episode, but the movie we're going to cover today is a classic in our like age range specifically. I feel like it's a movie that gets brought up a lot when talking about movies from our era of like early 2000s bangers. And that would be the ever loved, the ever funny Miss Congeniality.
Yeah, dog. I just referenced this movie not 3 weeks ago because we were going to do a blacklight painting class for a friend's birthday.
What?
And somebody asked, like, what do you mean blacklight painting? And I literally sent the clip of them drumming with the black and white paint. And I was like, Miss Congeniality.
Dude.
And they were all like, got it.
I didn't even know that that was a real thing. I always thought, like, that's so fucking rad. I would love to do that someday, but I don't think it really exists.
Not in that particular form. We were just painting on a canvas.
Oh, okay.
But we were using glow-in-the-dark paints, and it was a black light. So when they turned off the lights, everything was glowing and cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Also reminded me, though, of Orphan. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of the few horror movies that I've seen.
And it's one of the only ones I wasn't
It's
interested in watching.
terrifying. And there's a very scary blacklight moment in that. I won't spoil it. But
okay.
I was like, I'm going to go Miss Congeniality route for the group chat.
Yeah,
I know everyone will know, and everyone did.
Totally. And everyone loves that. I feel like that gets brought up so much about this movie in particular. Like, that specific scene is like, and that looks so cool with the pizza and beer and blah, blah, blah. So that, good reference, my life.
Yeah, it's still coming up in my life.
Damn.
To this day.
Well, see, it gets brought up, like, literally, it's brought up so much in my life. Just like, okay, like that one scene in Miss Congeniality, or talking about, like, the best date. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, like, so many references so often that I'm like, we gotta do this movie. It's too good.
It walked so Mean Girls could run.
True. You know what? Truly. And they were the same era, but definitely Congeniality was before. So,
Which brings us to corporate bullshit.
yeah, let's do it, baby. Corporate
Shay's gonna
bullshit.
break it down.
I will do my best. Let's go.
Corporate bullshit. Some bullshit.
This week's corporate bullshit is brought to you by Skintegrity. Skintegrity is a love child of London the SD, who got her start in the spa industry in 2010, starting as a concierge and eventually getting promoted to management. Since becoming licensed in 2015, she's worked at 5-star resorts on the Las Vegas Strip and now runs her very own studio, Skintegrity.
London is driven by results and 5-star customer experience. We both can personally attest to London's angel hands and true expertise in all things skincare.
When I was going to get married and wanted my skin looking right, London designed a treatment package that addressed all my concerns and made me a glowing bride.
She has also given me a few facials in my day, and not only is she so focused on your experience while you're with her, but she also asks intentional questions and genuinely wants to understand your overall health and wellness outside of her studio. You can find London on Insta at LondonTheSD or skintegritynow.com. Mention BlockbusterWise and your first facial will be $105. That's over a 10% savings by mentioning the pod.
Plus, you can mention Blockbuster Wives to get a facial for only $50 on Mondays with London's Apprentice Diamond. I've also gotten a facial from Diamond, and it was dynamite.
Again, the name is Skintegrity, and be sure to mention the pod.
Bye!
Bye! Okay, so Miss Congeniality is a 2000 American action comedy film.
So pre-9/11.
Pre-9/11.
Simpler times.
And it was released December 22nd, 2000.
Okay.
So very interesting. Like, I would
Holiday
not have
movie.
expected it.
Yeah.
I would not have expected it to be. It's 110 minutes long, so very,
long.
very close.
A little long.
A little bit
not too
longer,
bad.
but, like, not too bad. The budget was $45 million. Box office, $212.7 million.
Oh, yeah. It
So.
was a hit.
True hit. It's starring Sandra Bullock, of course, who is a fucking gem angel baddie. Like, so cool. Michael Caine, who, again...
I mean, we just talked about him in Muppet Christmas Carol.
did.
Our literal last episode before this.
Dude, we always do this!
This is a Michael Caine overlap.
We always do. You guys, this is goosebumps. This is another suck-it moment.
Yes. We didn't even plan that.
We
okay?
didn't plan that. That's so fucking funny. Okay, also, Benjamin Brad.
Oh, Lord. I think, like, this hit when we were, 9 years
You were
old?
9, yeah.
So, we're exploring our crushes, and I do remember being like, so that's what a hot man looks like. I know what the boy band boys look like, but he's a man.
He's a man, baby. And he's so fucking fine. My God. Also, Candice Bergen, William Shatner.
Okay, can I go on a full tangent about Candice Bergen?
Yes.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So Candice Bergen plays the director of the pageant. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember where I learned this, but it brought my brain to a screeching halt. Because somebody brought up like, oh yeah, Candice Bergen and her puppet brother. And I was like, what do you mean? So her dad was Charlie McCarthy. Does that ring any bells?
I mean, the last name sounds familiar, but...
He was like the first famous ventriloquist. Like he made this a popular medium in the 50s. He did vaudeville with this doll. He was like the most famous doll ever. The Charlie McCarthy doll.
Whoa.
And Candice Bergman's dad is the one who operated it.
Holy shit.
So he was super famous for that. He brought the doll everywhere. It was like meeting the president. Like, this doll was huge.
Jesus Christ.
Like, they ran the stats on one of his programs, and it was like a third of America was watching it. Just like crazy. This doll was super fucking famous.
Yeah.
And her dad made everyone in the family and the media treat the doll like it was a son. So she had to have breakfast with this doll and pretend it was her brother. Her dad would put her on one knee and the doll on the other knee, and he would move her mouth up and down like she was a puppet.
Ew.
And make them talk to each other.
Ew, what the fuck?
Isn't
Wait,
that
from what
so
age, though? Like, when
twisted?
she was a baby?
When she was like a baby.
Ugh.
Like 3.
So her dad is a full psychopath.
Full psychopath. And this is the last thing I'll say about this. This is a real
So
kicker to me. Charlie McCarthy had his own bedroom in the house, and it was bigger than Candace's bedroom. Horrifying.
No wonder she became famous. So many famous people are like, I just wanted to be in front of my father. I wanted to be in front of my mother and have them, like, be proud of me. Dude, the psychology.
Yes. So, and especially her playing this, like, kind of unstable broad role is really funny considering all of that.
Wow.
Because she went into a lot of comedic roles, like, because the Charlie McCarthy doll was considered the height of comedy.
God.
So she kind of followed in those footsteps.
The only roles I've ever seen her in are her playing kind of like an angry bitch. But, like, I guess I don't really know, I never saw her in anything when she was younger. It's usually when she was, like, a little bit older.
Yeah, I don't think I saw any of her young stuff. And it would have been, like, probably incredibly boring to us at this point.
Yeah.
You know? Like the Charlie McCarthy doll, you watch it now and it's, like, pretty boring. But at the time, it's like, whoa, he's saying stuff that only a doll could say.
I need to look that up because I actually do enjoy, like, ventriloquist stuff.
Okay.
Not like that. For all you sickos. No, I think it's, like, cool. Like, it's a cool art form. Depending, right? But, like, now I have to watch it because now that I know, like, the background... Dude, that is fucking horrifying.
Yeah, and he had tried to introduce other dolls, and they didn't hit like Charlie McCarthy. And so it was his bread and butter. He did treat it like a human. Very disturbing.
So was he... I'm sure he was, like, working with Charlie before she was born.
Yes.
Right?
And I think they were announcing it. I'm pretty sure they, like, announced it. Like, Charlie's getting a sister.
Ew.
It's like, no!
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, so that's my tangent about Candice Bergen.
Wow. Nothing that I say is going to top that for the rest of the evening, but...
No, when I learned about this, I went on, like, a full Wikipedia rabbit hole. Because I was like, this is... What?
That is absolutely fucking bonkers. Can't wait to look this up, because I'm sure the doll is scary as fuck, too.
And yeah, it's your classic vaudeville ventriloquist.
Can you imagine, like, the scene that I'm picturing right now is, like, her, like, in the middle of the night, she hears something, and she walks to the hallway, and, like, his bedroom's, like, oh my god, yikes,
Yeah.
gross.
Like that other horror movie, The Doll. Do you ever... I think it was, like, 2018 or something.
The doll?
It was, like, a ventriloquist doll, and the whole plot of the horror movie is, like, is it alive?
Oh.
But people were clowning on the doll because it looked like Jared Kushner.
I don't know. I don't think I know what that is.
Okay, well, it's a good one. Anyway,
Jesus, no.
sorry. I keep tangent.
So it's like that. Okay, I need to look this up because this is like, yo, you guys, if you've heard of this,
Here,
please.
no, I'm going to show you a picture so you can get this reaction.
Okay, I was going to say because I am just going to be thinking about
live
this.
on air. Okay,
here we
Charlie
go.
McCarthy
I'm
doll.
nervous. Hold on, let me take a sip.
There it is.
Ugh,
Candice
dude,
Bergen's
that's
brother.
fucking Slappy from fucking Goosebumps.
Yeah, basically.
It looks
It is
exactly-
like the prototype for a creepy vaudeville doll.
It looks exactly like Slappy. That is so scary.
And then I'll show you the doll 2018 Jared Kushner comparison.
Okay.
I'm sure someone stitched these together.
Oh my god. Okay. Yes. Oh my... Dude, it does look just like him.
Pretty uncanny.
Yikes. But
Okay.
Can't believe it looks exactly like Slappy. That makes it even scarier. And they knew what they were... Fucking Goosebumps knew what they were fucking doing. R.L. Stein, baby. Ugh. Okay. Sorry. I'm
Back
just
to
gonna
corporate bullshit.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
The doll portion is closed.
The whole portion is over, Johnny. Okay, so it was directed by Donald Petrie, and when I looked up like what other films he's been a part of, dude, like he kind of ironed out my childhood because he did Mystic Pizza, Grumpy Old Men, Richie Rich, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Just My Luck, like a lot of movies that I watched a lot as a kid.
Very iconic.
Super iconic. So I was like, okay, well, clearly, like, he knew what the fuck he was doing. And yeah, I came up with my own little synopsis.
Ooh.
So I wrote, when a terrorist threatens to bomb the Miss United States pageant, the FBI hurries to find an agent to go undercover as a contestant. Gracie's the only woman FBI agent who can look the part, despite her complete hatred towards stereotypical femininity and or grace, ironically, in the name of false feministic views, and learned so much about actual feminism and herself in the process.
Oh, chef's kiss. That was incredible.
Thank you. I do my best. And then I believe it does pass the Bechdel test.
It's got to.
Barely, though.
Really?
In my personal opinion, yes. Actually, no, because there's a scene with her and the doll lady.
Okay, it is very good.
That's just going to be your identifier from now on. Her and Candace do have a scene where they talk about the actual pageant. And then there's a scene with Sandra Bullock and
Miss Rhode Island.
Miss Rhode Island. Thank you for filling in these blanks. This is like Mad Libs. Where they're talking about like the pizza and beer shit. And I think that's kind of it.
But they also talk when they first meet. They like... when the one roommate's sleeping and they're talking about their talents.
That is true.
I think there's a few moments.
You're right. It does, like, on multiple accounts, it does. And then the ratings. Okay, this is...
Oh, my. I'm so nervous.
It's not, like, that bad, but it's still, like...
I feel like this is, like, a very smooth movie. Like, it was very well done. There's no rough edges.
Right.
The pacing is great. You're never bored. You're never like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, and hardcore holds up. Mm-hmm. Like, almost... The only part that's, like, slightly problematic is the part where she's, like, and she's gonna throw it up anyway. Like, that part was kind of lame. But she was also drunk, so maybe that's what she was... Anyways. Actually, no, she said that before she was drunk. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, so, Ebert rated it 2 stars.
Wow. Woof.
And he said... He's talking about Sandra Bullock, and he loves Sandra Bullock. He makes it very obvious at the very beginning. He, like, goes off about how much he loves her. But he goes... She has the producer's credit on the movie. That means she thought this project was a good fit. Since the material is tired and routine, what was she thinking?
How is it tired and routine?
It's not.
I literally cannot think of another movie where somebody goes undercover at a beauty pageant to stop a terrorist.
I know, I'm like, in what way is this tired?
Recycled plot?
Yeah, I'm like, name 3 other movies. Go. I'll wait. Like, shut up, Roger Ebert. He said, maybe she's not ambitious enough. First of all... You are anti-woman.
Yes.
And I fucking hate Ebert, as usual. Comedies will find her. She doesn't need to go looking for them. Stars with clout usually take on personal projects to break out of their typecasting, not to reinforce it. And then
what was
he
her
said...
typecast?
I don't know. I'm like, in what way? Dude, all of her roles are so completely different. Like, it makes no sense.
Before this, wasn't she most famous for, like, Speed?
Yeah, she was, like, doing shit like that.
Movie that was nothing like this?
Yeah, and she, like, always... All of her... roles have been completely different from one another in my personal opinion. So I'm like, what are you fucking talking about?
Weird.
Like, 'cause she did Practical Magic.
Did he watch the whole movie?
I don't think so. I swear to God, this man watches like 3/4 of it. He even was bragging, like, okay, the end of it, he goes, well, he brought up her snorting through her nose, like how she laughed. He fucking hated that.
Why?
He was just like, kind of genteel barnyard sound. He said, Miss Congeniality is harmless, fun, of a silly sort. It isn't bad so much as it lacks any ambition to be more than it is, more than it so obviously is. What? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I smiled during it, enjoyed Bullock, but then again, I got to see it for free, and I'm the guy who thinks Speed 2 Cruise Control is a good movie, something not even Bullock believes.
Huh.
So I'm like, are you shitting on yourself? Like, I don't understand.
I'm confused.
I think he just really loves her and he didn't want her to be bad.
Or it's like he just loves the speed movies and he's like,
I just don't.
Weird.
I'm like, okay, so since you love Speed so much, explain how her role there is similar at all to this fucking role. Shut the fuck up.
That's right. Period.
He's so annoying. Okay. And then Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, critic score, 41%.
What? My
41.
mind? Were people just out to get her right now?
I don't know. I'm like, this movie is so fucking good.
I don't get it. 40?
It makes no sense.
Wow.
41.
Whoa.
And then the audience score, one of the lowest we've seen, 69.
Wow.
Favorable, but still.
Bizarre.
So weird,
How
right?
bizarro is that?
How bizarro was that? It really is so, like, it makes no fucking sense when you think about how much we all love this movie and watch it, like, the fact that I can, like, watch it over and over again, that says something. That's
what I mean. It's like, it's a very well done movie in that you don't even notice, like, how smooth it is because it's so smooth.
I know.
There's no clunkiness.
The whole plot is really good. There's a twist, you know?
Yes.
Like, the cast is really good. The chemistry between her and Benjamin Pratt, whatever the fuck his name is so good. Michael Caine is fucking revelation,
Michael
as
Caine,
always.
My favorite movie he's ever in.
I know. Me too. Well, that and Batman. But anyways, that doesn't matter. Point is, like, what the fuck are you fucking talking about? Like, I got so mad. Ebert.
I'm really surprised at that critic score.
I was like, Stacey's gonna hate this.
Was it just at a time? I wonder if it was like a weird cultural moment where, I mean, let's be honest, in the early 2000s, it was shit on women o'clock all damn day.
You know what? That's true. And this is a super feminist movie.
Yes.
So that is probably part of it.
I think they're probably like, take your witch shit elsewhere. We don't want to hear it.
They did, like, flip it on its head because at that time, everyone was shit. Now, okay, we figured it out. Because at that time, everyone was shitting on women, and that was the butt of every fucking joke in every fucking movie that ever existed, and that was successful.
God forbid we have a movie that focuses on a strong female protagonist that it's not about her love life. I mean, that's in there, but that's really not what it's about.
Not at all. That's just like a cherry on the top. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like a goal of hers at all throughout the movie. No. It just happened at the end.
Yeah, she was good at her job.
Yeah.
And she kicked ass.
Yeah. And it's so funny that, but like, look, the proof is in the fucking pudding. Look how much money they fucking made off this movie.
True.
Yet, the critic score, which guaranteed, guess what, was probably just like all dudes being like, fuck this movie.
Mm-hmm. I was bored. You're boring.
You're literally boring. Every woman I've ever met thinks this is the best movie ever. So literally go fuck yourself. Make yourself not seen anymore. Yeah, just...
wow.
Men
I'm
stay
shocked.
mad. Okay?
I really am. I knew
you'd hate it.
I was
like,
not expecting that.
Dude, this is so whack. But anyway, that's it for corporate bullshit. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, okay. But yeah, passes the Bechdel test multiple times. That's good. Because
yes,
in my mind, I was
so.
like, only twice. But you're right.
I think there's a lot of moments.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Oh, and I was recently hanging out with a girl who does pageants. Shout out, Farrell.
Hey.
And I asked her, I was like, what does the pageant world think of Miss Congeniality? Do they like it? Do they think it's dumb? Do they think it's set it back forward? And she's like, oh, they all love it.
Good.
They all love it.
So it holds up for them.
Cool. Yes.
That's really cool.
And I guess they show it at like a lot of pageant events and stuff,
What?
which is very cute.
That's adorable. Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of movies that are about that, right? One of your favorite movies is about that, right?
Drop Dead Gorgeous?
Yeah.
Yes, that's an incredible one.
I
That
still
shows
need to watch
pageants
that.
in a far less flattering light.
Yeah.
But that one's also like a local pageant, which I could see how that could be the case. Where like the higher you go up, the more professional, the less silly. Everyone's on their A game. Whereas like the local level, I'm sure there is a lot of shenanigans.
Yeah, especially because I guess it's kind of like, if it is like a smaller pageant, everyone kind of knows each other. Everyone's in each other's business.
Everyone knows the judges, and they're probably like weird bribe schemes. Or like,
There's a lot of fucking the judges in these small competition. That's cool.
And I had volunteered for something for her a while ago, and I mean, the questions that these girls get are like very hard-hitting, intense-ass questions.
Yeah.
And they're expected to just have an answer out of nowhere. Like, they have no idea what they're going to be asked. And so I thought that was a really interesting part of it. But another interesting phenomenon is that there's this divide in the community about child pageants versus like teenage and adult pageants. And a lot of the teenage and adult pageants think that the kid pageants are really creepy. And they're like, I would never participate in one. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. Because I guess I thought it had, like, it always goes from, like, kids to adults. But there's a lot of people who are like, I would never put my kid in a kid pageant. Only when they're old enough to know they want to go to college for scholarships or whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought that was an interesting divide in the community.
Yeah, you'd think that that would be like a natural progression.
Yes.
But maybe they do it when they're kids, and then they realize how fucked it is when they get older, and they're like, I would never put my kid through that. Like, a lot of, like, child actors are like that, too.
I think a lot of the judges are just like, I don't want to judge children.
Yes, like, that's so... Because a part of it is being pretty.
Yeah.
Which is gross. Like, a lot of these kids have to wear, like, veneers.
Yeah.
Like, full dentures and shit. And I'm like... Okay, if it's not about looks, then why are they doing that?
Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing. Like, there is, like, a divide in the community about the swimsuit portion. Because a lot of the defenders say, like, that is how this whole thing started. We need to maintain some spirit of it to like, keep an homage to the creator. So the pageant that I saw, what they did, which I thought was a good compromise, is they just did, like a fitness segment. So you didn't have to wear a bathing suit. You could wear, like, leggings and athleisure, like, you can wear whatever you want, and it wasn't like so much about like what your body looked like. They said it was like just about like you talk about what you do to keep active, and like that's what that portion is. And I was like, well, that's an attempt to address the bathing suit problem.
True,
because how you look in a bathing suit should not have any impact on whether you go to college.
Totally. And not only that, but it should also not like pin you up against other women and see who's the best in a like. Who dictates that? Yeah. Like, who says who looks better? Like,
a panel of judges.
Which we shouldn't do. Like, that to me is like, you can do it, but it's just, it's no reflection of, like, anyone's actual worth, you know?
Right, and it is very patriarchal to take something that should be free. We should have tuition-free universities where you just go and you don't have to pay any money. Yeah. But in this world where you have to pay a boat ton of money, it is a little sick for a man to be, like, dangling money and being like, but how do you look in a bathing suit?
Right, and then bark at the same time, and do, like, and answer these insane questions about government, and also do a talent, and, like, what? Are you, what?
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, it's like the talent portion's cool, the interview portion's cool, like, genuinely fun to watch. The evening gown and the fitness portion, I was like, don't see what this has to do with college.
No, it's lame. It's, like, really whack, like, and who wants to judge these things? No offense, but, like... Who wants to sign up to be like, ooh, I want to judge women, like all men ever? Like,
yeah,
it's
I would say, from my observation, it was just people who were in the pageant world. And then, like, me. But I was just there to help them prep for the interview portion.
Right.
But yeah, it was I never experienced anything like that.
And the one that you did was different than these, like, big ones that are like...
Yeah, that was the one that was like, we don't do bathing suits, we do, like, fitness.
Yeah, so that was different than... a lot of the other ones.
But I think it might have been a feeder to Miss America. I don't know. It also seems like the webs of patents are, like, very complicated, and I didn't get too much into it.
Yeah. Well, man. Shouts out to all the women that do go through it, though.
It is a lot of work, and I was like, damn, you have to work really hard for this shit.
Yeah, I'm not hating on the individual women that go through it, by the way. I just want to make that very clear.
I just wish nobody had to do it.
Exactly.
I wish we could just go to school.
Yes. And even if you're doing it for, like, the clout or whatever, I just wish that, like, no one would judge anyone based on how they look in a fucking bathing suit. Like, that is so disgusting. So gross. And we should be past that level of just scum of the earth situation already, but we're not, obviously. So, I was just talking to Stacy as I got into her house. I was like, I'm very angry at the patriarchy today, and this is just part of it.
And I was just like, speak on it.
Yeah, we went on a full tangent about it. Fucking Joe Coy. That's all I gotta say. You guys know what I'm talking about. Golden Globes, Joe Coy, what the fuck. Anyways, okay, well, let's hop into it then, I suppose. The first note I have is Salt and Pepper. She's, like, punching the punching bag, and they're like, if I want to take a guy. Oh, my God. The soundtrack is so good.
The soundtrack is amazing. I wrote down one of the transitions. What was it? Oh, Mustang Sally to She's a Lady?
Mustang Sally!
What?
Oh.
Perfect. But even before her, like, punching scene, I had forgotten that the very opening scene is a scene of young Gracie Hart at the playground.
Yes.
And she saves a boy.
Yep.
from the, of course, spiky-haired bully.
Of course.
Because every bully had spiky hair in this time period.
No matter if it was the 80s?
Yes.
The 90s?
A sure sign that you're a dick is if you spike your hair.
True.
And so Spiky Hair Kid is making fun of little wimpy kid, and she saves him. But due to toxic masculinity, he's an asshole about it. He's like, everyone's going to make fun of me for being saved by a girl. And so she punches him in the face.
And then she's like, wimp, as he runs away. Fucking amazing.
And I had completely forgotten about it. And the little girl who plays her as a younger version is so cute.
She's so adorable. It reminded me a lot of me as a youth because I beat up dudes back in the day, no offense, but I don't know who I'm saying no offense to.
No offense.
Fuck y'all. Wait, I actually mentioned one of the dudes on this pod, like one of the first episodes.
Oh, yeah.
First and last name. I'm not going to do it again. Garrett Jackson.
I tried to bleep.
No, but shouts out because he's actually cool and apologized to me. But
That's nice.
dudes that made fun of me, I did beat up in elementary school, and they remember, okay?
You got to.
Anyways.
I had also forgotten that so she like fucks up in her career early, and you see the scene where it happens, and I had forgotten it was a Russian restaurant. It's like all Russian mob references, and it's like so heavy-handed, but in a very funny way.
It is
like
funny.
they're like literally eating borscht.
Oh, yeah.
Like they just keep making references to Russians. Like at one point, the bad guy is choking on a piece of food, and she goes, "That is a very purple Russian, sir." And to her credit, she tries to save him.
She does.
Which was very sweet.
So thoughtful.
Turned out to be a bad call.
Not the best.
Because then he took her hostage at knife point.
Which makes sense.
And the whole operation went to shit.
Yeah.
So she gets demoted kind of early in the film. And so, she has to claw her way back to respect.
Yeah. And her, work bestie did really well in this particular operation, and so he got promoted. So the next issue that they were working on, which is this pageant, terrorist attack, whatever the fuck, he was the leader of it.
Yeah, so you have little kid scene, and then you have Russian restaurant scene, and then you have the classic trope scene to establish that Gracie is a single woman who doesn't care about her looks.
I know.
She's got a ponytail, for God's sake. The universal sign that you're lazy.
She's wearing sweats, god damn it.
She cooks a TV dinner.
And her microwave wouldn't even stay closed. Bitch, if you work for the FBI, you would have a microwave that closed.
Yeah, and it's a pretty small-ass apartment.
It's tiny. It literally looks like... I don't even know. It looks like just a studio apartment. But I'm like, she is a federal agent.
Yeah, I wonder if it's weird to believe though that she so doesn't care about anything but her work. So she just gets a small shitty apartment with her TV dinners, but she does have a full punching bag in her living room
and salt and pepper.
So
CD
good.
playing hardcore. That is pretty. It is pretty lame. It does highlight women in a bad just these. I'm surprised she doesn't have 17 cats. That's
right. It's just a lot of tropes.
Yeah, just
it's
a lot
of tropes, which is a shortcut for you, the viewer.
For sure,
I get it, but
for
it's
sure.
It is funny how dated it is.
Totally.
Ponytail and TV dinner.
I'm please.
What a lazy bitch.
I know. I fucking know. But
and then when she goes to the bar and orders ice cream.
Yeah.
And I was like, what kind of bar has ice cream? I want to go.
Yeah. She's like, I'll take a pint. He's like, oh, you want a whole one? She's like, oh, yeah. Give it to me big time, baby. Fucking... the way that she's making fun of Benjamin's date in that scene is so mean.
It is mean.
It's so... I was like... I always thought it was funny when I was younger, and then...
shitting on other women was funny.
Yes, we all did, and then I'm watching it now, and I'm like, she was a sweetie pie. She was just like, oh my god. Well, except for calling her shoes oppressive. That was fucked up. But
that was really funny.
Do they all have to wear those oppressive shoes? And she's just like, no, I get them special made by the guy who tattooed my ass.
That's pretty good.
In grids. But yeah, no, the way she's making fun of her is really mean. And just, again, highlights that era of time where we thought that, making fun of effeminate women was right, because all effeminate women are stupid, and they don't deserve respect.
And this is where we get the pick-me girl, or the not like other girls girl.
Oh, I used to be one of those girls so hard.
But I do appreciate that this movie sets that up as the undesirable thing.
Yes.
And then her transformation, she ends at a very different place.
Which I do think is, again, the absolute opposite of most movies in this era.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why it's incredible that, like, they made so much money, like, so much fucking money for this movie, yet the critic score was 41% or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
They didn't get it.
No, they didn't get it. But, so then, yeah, after that, they all decide, okay, well, you're our best option for an agent that has to, like, go in there undercover.
And can we talk about how they made this decision?
It's bad.
With the most heinous software known to man.
It's so typical, bruh. It's the FBI. Like, let's be so fucking for real.
This is what they're spending their money on.
Yeah.
Software to digitally impose bikinis onto pictures of women who work there. I guess I should say anyone who works there. Because there is a hilarious prank where they put a bikini on their boss, who's a guy.
What a joke! Which is so stupid! And then he's like, guess that's not really my color.
I did like his reaction.
Yeah, he, like, doesn't give a shit.
Like, this
he's
is
just
fucking
like,
stupid. Please get back to work.
Please, for the love of God. Hey, shouldn't you be at a fucking desk somewhere?
Yeah, working?
I also just found out that the fucking FBI used to have this, like, gun that would shoot these water pellets that would give people heart attacks.
Whoa. How would it give people heart attacks?
I don't know. It, like, shot people in the heart, and, like, it would give people... So, it would be untraceable. People would just be like, oh, they had a heart attack.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that crazy? It was, like, in the 80s, there was, like, a court case about it.
Whoa.
And they had to, like, admit that they used
They'd
that.
be up to some crazy shit.
I'm like, I wouldn't have even known that fucking existed. Like,
FBI,
it was the same...
CIA, NSA, all very shadowy. I don't...
No, it really...
I don't want to know almost.
No, I don't either. I don't... I was like, I don't want to know this. That's so wild to me. Anyway, anything involving the FBI, I'm like, interesting.
Side-eye. I also think it's a hilarious concept that in this movie, anyone would not realize that Sandra Bullock is a stone-cold babe.
I know!
Because her hair is in a ponytail?
Because she, like, needs to get her eyebrows did slightly? Slightly.
They, like, remove 3 hairs. They're like, wow.
It's literally Miss Congenial. Or not Miss Congenial. Well, it isn't literally Miss Congenial. It's fucking Princess Diaries all over again. Literally just, like, poofy, curly hair. And need to get your eyebrows done, and you wear glasses.
But she wears, like, these tight little pantsuits. I'm like, y'all should know.
Yeah, she's a tight little number.
Yeah, like, clearly.
No, absolutely. I'm like, she's fucking Sandra Bullock,
but they're
bitch.
like, she's fugly. And then they see her in the bikini, they're like, wow.
I'm like, wait a minute. Like, that's not that bad. I'm like, not that
bad.
She's a fucking beautiful angel. What is wrong with you? Anyways. But yeah, that scene is really fucking funny. And then they realize, oh shit, like, this wouldn't be that bad. You should really do this. And she's like, no, because I don't want to be, like, she basically is just, like, rejecting being effeminate. Like, she thinks it's stupid. She doesn't want to be roped in with that. She wants to be one of the guys. And Benjamin is like, I had to pull strings to get you in here. Like, you're fucking lucky that, like, you get this opportunity because otherwise you are going to be stuck at a desk and our boss is just going to be mad at you forever. And, like, you won't be able to work on any cool cases. So she agrees to it.
And then that has one of the best transformation scenes in cinema.
Dude.
We love them. I just love a beauty montage. They're always so fun.
Almost every one of my favorite movies has one at some point. Like, some semblance of a beauty montage or makeover or, like, let's get a new wardrobe. Like, oh.
And they're, like, in this warehouse, like this FBI warehouse, which makes it seem, like, so serious and, like, sinister.
And then, yeah, you get these, like, shots from above where you see everything she has to go through. Bikini wax, leg wax, eyebrow wax. She has to have her teeth, like, cleaned and whitened. She has to get her hair done, her makeup done. Like, so much shit. And this is another point I want to bring up. I've been thinking a lot about this. Obviously, I feel like we all know. Do you know how much fucking money we have to spend on beauty products weekly, bro? Weekly. You would be shocked if you don't already. Like, we could go on about this. Stacy and I have talked about this
time and money. And I don't have the ability, but statisticians or researchers out there, I would love to see an analysis of the gender pay gap that takes into account the time and money that female presenting people have to put into looking that way.
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah, and not just, like, for fun stuff we want to do, for work, to make us look professional in the eyes of, like, business.
Because your career will literally take a nosedive if you don't play the game and look all hot all the time.
Right. Unlike men who can literally roll out of bed, put on a fucking collared shirt, and, like, make it out the door, and no one ever would question them, period. Like, it is unbelievable. Oh,
but she does come out of it looking like a snack in her lavender dress I was obsessed with as a kid.
I'm still obsessed with it.
It just like hugs her body so well, and she's doing a little model walk, and her hair's all sleek and smooth, and she looks incredible.
So gorgeous. It's one of the, and like just the way she's walking, how it's in slow motion. Even like Michael Caine walking in front of her for a little while,
he's so badass in this.
He walks out of the way, and she's just like, Mustang Sally.
Oh, we did skip one of my favorite scenes when she's eating the steak, and the steak looks so good. And
he's like, sorry, I couldn't hear you over the...
He goes, I was distracted by the half-masticated cow rolling around in your wide-open trap. He also has the great line of, during the makeover scene, he goes, eyebrows, there should be two.
He's eating a donut actively. There should be two. Oh, he's so good in this movie.
He's so great. He's the best.
Every line is brilliant.
He's like the star.
Yeah, he really is.
On equal par with Sandy Bullock.
In any movie he's in, like, I just want to keep watching him. I could just watch him for hours and be just so entertained and so happy. Mm-hmm. But especially in this role. He's so fucking good. And I love in 2000 that they made one of the main characters gay, and he wasn't, like, a joke, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there were some scenes about, like, other people being like, oh, I'm not gay, hee, and, like, running away, but, like, that's to be expected of 2000. But, yeah, one of the main characters being gay and having that not be the butt of every joke is
right, or, like,
fire.
what the movie is about. I love, too, when he's walking, he's like, it's all in the buttocks, and she goes, it takes a very secure man to walk like that.
It's true. It's fucking true. Also, someone who's underrated as fuck in this movie, Rhode Island.
She's great. She's the subject of my next note.
Oh, really? Me too.
Yeah, I love that you're introduced to her, and she's like, she sounds kind of airheady and like, but the movie also gives you these like little hints that she's like actually a genius. Like she tells Gracie when they're having their chat in the hotel room, she's like, yeah, on the bus when they meet. And she's like, yeah, I memorized everyone's picture and name, so I knew it was you from your lack of picture.
Yeah.
Like, this bitch clocks everything.
Absolutely.
That's a very observant, smart girl.
Very, very smart.
And then later in the movie, they just slide in that she double majored in, like, organic chem and, like, rocket science or something.
Yeah, like
something crazy.
Neuroscience.
I forget exactly what it was, but it's like, whoa,
yeah,
Cheryl.
Like, okay, doctor? What? Yeah, no, she's a brilliant baddie, and she's also a fucking sweetie pie.
Very nice and
like,
sweet.
All of the women that I know, just saying. But yeah, no, she's so cute, and she's so funny in the movie. Like, I just love her so much. And the scene where she, like, goes to it, and she's like, everyone slammed the door in my face before I could tell them my hot chocolate was non-fat. Like, she's just so thoughtful and so cute.
And then she's so nice when fucking Sandra Bullock shits on her talent. When she's like, oh, my talent isn't something stupid like baton twirling or anything. And Cheryl's like, that's my talent.
And she's like, oh no. That is a Stacy move if I've ever seen one.
Like,
foot in your mouth by accident?
Yes.
Oh no.
What are the odds, you know?
Literally, what are the fucking odds? But the end scene where she has the flaming batons.
Oh, yeah. And I do love that they made her win it all.
Me too. Perfect. She deserved it. She knew everyone, and she was sweet to everybody. My God. Oh, also, I forgot to mention the aloha thing was fucking funny. How she was just like, I need a distraction. Let's go. Let's break up this fight. And no one thought it was funny except for Rhode Island. Anyway. Oh, I also love, this happens a couple times in the movie, how she's like talking to Benjamin and she's like, you want to smooch me. You want to love me. You want to date me. He's just like, no, I don't. She's like, you want to marry me. It's so funny. I've quoted it too many times in my life, TBH.
She's adorable.
She's
amazing in this movie.
She's hot, and she's smart, and she's tough, and she's so fucking cool.
God love her.
God love her, baby.
Yeah, and they made the sisterhood of all the girls, like, seem so fun. Like, the paint drumming scene. I also remember thinking, like, one day I'm going to have pizza and beer with my girlfriends, and it's going to be so good. And it is.
It is so good.
It's a great combo.
It is. Pizza and beer?
Yeah, just like a light, shitty beer? Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, the cheaper the pizza, the cheaper the beer.
Delicious.
Sexy. In a bar?
Oh, yeah.
Please. And then if you added the fucking... Oh, I want to do that so bad. I wonder if there is anywhere that you could actually do that. That'd be so sick.
And the little, like, test tube shots they're taking. Like, it just looks like such a fun night.
I know, and I love that, like, at first they're kind of, like, rejecting the idea because they're like, it's so bad. At least, like, put your paper napkin on top of the topic. Like, no. We're going to go full ham because what the fuck?
Hedonism night, okay?
Exactly.
All right,
that
lean
is
in.
what I'm about. Yeah, their sisterhood is very cute. Like, okay, one of my favorite scenes that makes me emotional is when... So basically what happens is they think that they found out which guy is, like, the quote-unquote bad guy or, like, the terrorist or whatever. So they're, like, packing up. And Sandra's like, no, I really think it's this Miss Morningside lady. And they're all just like, no, we're taking off. And she's like, okay, well, then I'm staying here by myself, and I'm going to figure this shit out. Mm-hmm. So she goes down before she's supposed to be on stage, and they all realize, like, she doesn't know how to do her makeup. She doesn't know how to do anything. And so they all get together, and they help her get ready.
It's so cute.
And I'm like, that is what womanhood and girlhood is truly about. And it's so sweet.
And I was obsessed with their little Statue of Liberty outfits. I was like, I would wear this. This is so fun.
1 in a million.
Yes. Fun fact about that. Yeah. That song was made for this movie. It's an original song.
Dude, I love that song. And the fact that they have Dancing Queen by ABBA, but the one that they have is the one that's like Atomic Kitten or some shit like that.
Great
no,
soundtrack.
18's, just kidding. So good.
Oh, I was shocked that the boss of the cops says Nevada right. Did you catch that?
Dude, I thought the same thing.
He goes, oh, they just found the terrorists in Nevada. And I was like, oh my God, he said it right.
I know. In movies, never do people say Nevada.
I would say Nevada.
Yeah, that's
a little sore spot for us Nevadans.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just icky. I don't know why. I don't like being icked out.
It sounds wrong to us.
Nevada. It just sounds too, like, bouge for us,
Nevada.
You know?
Too East Coast.
Too fucking, yeah. Too, like, I don't even know. I'm like, no, that's not it. That's not it, babes. And then, yeah, I wrote 1 in a Million Dance. That was my last note.
One other note I had was when Cheryl busts out her fire batons. I wondered if you wanted to share anything from your career of baton twirling.
Oh, yeah.
Shea is a baton twirler.
I used to be, when I was a toddler, I think up until I was like 4. I think it was like 2 to 4. I was a baton twirler, and I don't remember much about it, except for I wasn't that good, but I wore the coolest outfits ever. There's one specifically I'm thinking of where it was like yellow. I think I've shown you before, but it's like yellow, but it had these silver sequins all over it, and I had these like cool like fingerless glove things.
Love a glove.
And I had, like, my hair was all, like, Shirley Temple ringletty, and it was in, like, 2 little pigtails. Aww. And, man, I think that was, like, a big competition for me, and I think I just didn't, I mean, I was fucking 3 or something, so, makes sense. But, we also all got matching jackets, like, me and my, like, team.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
And I just gave my jacket to Nova.
Oh, you still had it after all these years?
I kept it all these years, because I was like...
she loves it.
Yeah, I was just thinking, maybe I could give it to, like, my future child or something, but, like... That might not happen. So I gave it to Nova, and it fits her perfectly.
Oh my God, I need a picture.
It is so. I didn't take a picture because I'm a dum dum. But like when she wears it next.
Okay, please.
And it had my it has my name on it.
Oh my God.
And it's red, white, and black, as you know, very Canadian. It's so cute. And yeah, I'll take a picture.
I can't wait to see it.
It's adorable. But
that sounds adorable.
Honestly, it's fun, and I forgot how. Like, like muscle memory, right? With, like, so when I used to play flute, I shouldn't have done this, but I used to baton twirl my fucking flute.
Like,
and I would, like, twirl it, and then I'd throw it up, and I'd catch it.
Lord.
Stupid as fuck. Should not have done that. But, it is funny that it's, like, muscle memory. You, like, remember things from when I was 4. Like, what are you talking about?
Amazing.
It's crazy. But, yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Never flaming, though.
Number 1 baton twirler.
I mean, maybe... that side of the Mississippi, perhaps, when I was fucking 3, but, good times.
And I was very impressed with the ending of this movie for a few reasons.
Yeah.
So, like, there's kind of 3 different endings, which I think was a big deal, especially for movies around this time, because I feel like in the 90s, my complaint with a lot of the movies is they end so abruptly, and that was the style. Like, they'd have the kiss, and it'd be credits, and you'd be like, okay.
So what else?
Like, I guess we're done here.
Yeah.
But this movie has one great ending, which is, like, the pageant ending, where everything's revealed. You realize Candice Bergen is the bad guy. She's put a bomb on the tiara. Sandra Bullock's like fighting Miss Rhode Island for it, and Miss Rhode Island just thinks that she's like crazy and coming for her crown, and so there's like a whole fight, and then it goes in the air while William Shatner is singing. She's beauty and she's grace. She's Miss United States. And so that's happening, and there's confetti and explosions and girls in dresses. It's just like visually very cool.
It's very cool.
So you're like, okay, wrap that up. And then you have the second ending, which is like her wrapping it up with her boo thing.
True.
And they have like their little scene and their little kiss.
And with
again,
Candace.
I think a lot of movies would have just ended there.
True.
But this movie has a third ending, which is she's called to pageant headquarters for another emergency. The terrorist is back or something. La la la. So she rushes inside, and all the girls are there, and then it turns out they're giving her the award for Miss Congeniality. And it is so sweet.
It's so sweet.
And she kind of, talks about how different she is for the better and how much she loves these women. And she says one of the best lines ever. I really do want world peace.
Yeah, because like the whole movie is kind of like every girl is saying they want world peace, and she's just like,
goal.
I want harder punishments.
Harsher punishment for parole
violators, Stan.
And
world peace. So at the end, it's a nice little wrap up where she's like, you know what? I do really want world peace.
And, and we should. Why are we making fun of people who want that?
I know. But no, it is really cute because she is saying like she's touched by like the friendships that she's made, and like she used to be one of those women that was really like jagged about the whole thing, but then like she came here and realized how beautiful and smart and talented and everything else that these women are, and I'm like,
yeah. Did you watch to the end, Ebert / critics?
I don't think he fucking did. He's like, she's fulfilling every role that she's ever had. In what fucking way, sir?
Ugh.
I'm gonna get on your statue. I'm gonna get on it. I promise. Anyway.
Yeah, I like those kind of like wrapped up everything and ended on a really nice note that wasn't just a love story. So I really liked the ending.
Yeah, really. Like the true ending was her being surrounded by all these women that are like hugging her.
Yes, and I feel like that's progress. Because again, if this movie were made even maybe 4 years earlier, I think it would have just ended on the kiss.
It would have. And it's like that wasn't even what she was like going for the whole time.
Point.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like I'm glad that they kind of tied that one off as well, because that is something we're all hoping for the whole movie, because their chemistry is undeniable.
Exactly.
But that wasn't the main goal of the whole shit. Like the main point is that like she was a hater and now she's not, and that should be the ending, which it is. So I'm very glad that they did that.
Yes, so I really liked it.
We love the movie 100%.
100%. Haters, fuck off.
Haters gon' hate, players gon' play.
Are you ready for some trivia?
I'm ready, baby.
Okay. Number 1. What is the name of the terrorist that the FBI is trying to catch?
God damn it.
It's a very generic name.
Yeah, it's the... Shit.
I tried to give you a hint.
Like the captain or something like that?
Close, the citizen.
The citizen! Yes.
Number 2. What does Victor, Michael Caine, compare Grace's walk to?
I don't remember. This is horrible.
I forget the exact line, but he's like, I saw more graceful works in Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah. I love him.
So good.
I'm sad I didn't remember that. That's really funny.
Okay, this is...
If
I
I
feel like
failed
maybe
the other
these
two,
are too
this
hard.
one.
Okay. What is Cheryl's perfect date?
Oh, it's like April... Is it 15th?
April 25th.
April 25th, because it's not too hot and not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. There you go. Nailed it.
And she did nail it, okay? That's how smart she is, okay?
Yeah, she thought about the date itself, and she knew what the weather was going to be.
Sorry she's a feminist.
Yeah, sorry that she's a fucking angel, like I've said 1,000 times. All right.
Okay. What is Grace's full pageant name?
Gracie Lou Freebush.
Gracie Lou Freebush?
So put a little respect on her name, okay?
Okay, this is a tough one, but a good one.
Okay.
Which queen came out as lesbian at the ceremony?
New York!
It's New York!
I love her. She's hot as hell.
That was a nice little touch.
Yeah, and she's like, and if I can do it, so can you! Again, so much feminism.
So much feminism.
Love. I love her. And I love that she calls out fucking Miss Hawaii, because Miss Hawaii was being a big old bitch.
She was being a fucking hater.
She's like, she's just swallowed too much copper tone. I'm like, damn, bitch. Wild.
Okay, and I managed to find a BuzzFeed Miss Congeniality personality quiz.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okie dokie.
I'm excited.
How do you feel about pageants? They're part of your career. You love them. You're not so into them. They're scholarship programs. They're fun to watch, but you wouldn't participate.
I'm not that into them.
Okay, number 2. Do you date a lot? Ooh, revealing. You're too good for the people that like you. Woof. Oh, you like that one, huh?
Continue, please.
Nope, people aren't so into you.
Damn.
Everyone loves you and you love them. You have really high standards, or dating isn't your thing.
These are my options. As of right now, the people that are into me, I'm not into. So I'll go with the first one.
Ooh, you're too good for the people that like you. I like talk your shit.
I mean...
Are you a good student? You try your best. You're very intense and studious. You follow the instructions. You do things your own way. You're more of a teacher than a student.
I do things my own way.
Yeah, I did it my way.
And by that I mean, I didn't do shit.
And my way was not doing it.
I tried. I did try, but like I absolutely did things my way, and I'm still that way now. So
These questions are kind of strange. How's your hygiene?
What?
Fine. Not great. It's very important to me. Amazing. Effortlessly good. Weird.
With hygiene,
Hygiene.
it's amazing.
Amazing.
Because
Love
it has to be. Like,
I mean, come on.
are you fucking kidding me?
Do you
That's
make
hilarious.
friends easily? I'm a little intimidating. I have a few good friends. I keep to myself. I'm kind of mean, or I'm very friendly.
I'm very friendly. I have a lot of friends. I'm very lucky.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah.
Do you like dressing up? You dress up when it's necessary? Not really. You prefer being casual. You listen to your inner sparkle. It's super fun. It's part of your job.
That's a toughie because I have like seasons of my life where like I do really enjoy it, and then sometimes I'm like, fuck that. There's one that says like it's fun.
It's super fun.
I'll do super fun. It can be super fun.
How confident are you? Pretty confident. You're a bit full of yourself. You don't worry about potential disasters. Or, sorry, you do worry about potential disasters. You can pass as confident, or you tend to doubt yourself.
I mean, I'm pretty fucking confident, but like one says like you're a little full of yourself.
So it's pretty confident. You're a bit full of yourself. You worry about potential disasters. You can pass as confident, or you tend to doubt yourself.
I'd say pretty confident.
Pretty confident.
I was between that and full of myself. But...
Okay. How would you feel if you were in Miss United States dressing room? It's no big whoop, but it's cool. You'd be happy to be there. That sounds like heaven. It's your average Thursday. You'd feel out of place.
Sounds like heaven.
Sounds like
Surrounded by beautiful women? Are you kidding?
Ay, ay, ay. How would you be... No. Would you be good undercover? No. People would identify you too easily. Yes, after a bit of practice. Probably. You'd attract too much attention, or no, you wouldn't know how to act.
I don't think I'd do... Like, I would want to do well, but I think I would get caught.
So people would identify you too easily, or you'd attract too much attention, or you wouldn't know how to act?
I feel like depending on the situation, I would know how to act, but I feel like what was the first one you said? I'm sorry.
People would identify you too easily.
I think they would.
You're like, I know what your deal is.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably give too much away by accident.
And lastly, are you a good dancer? You're pretty good. You suck at dancing, but you still try. You can really wow a crowd. Dancing is not your thing. You're very good at dancing.
I mean, I think I'm very good at dancing, but like...
You are.
Oh, thank you, my love.
Should we mash that button?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Smash!
You're Cheryl!
I am?
You're a total sweetheart and always see the bright side of things. You're a bit of an airhead. Not true.
I mean...
But you mean well and you love your friends. You're innocent, but it just comes off as part of your charm. You're supportive and will always cheer for your friends when they succeed.
Oh my god, cute!
But Cheryl's not an airhead.
I love that. Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe like seemingly.
True. She's misunderstood.
Which is true. I seem like a fucking idiot.
You do not.
That's very nice. Okay. How do you feel about pageants? They're part of your career. You love them. You're not so into them. They're scholarship programs. Or they're fun to watch, but you wouldn't participate.
I'm going to go with their scholarship programs.
Yes. Do you date a lot? You're too good for the people that like you. Nope. People aren't so into you. Lies. Everyone loves you and you love them. You have really high standards, or dating isn't your thing.
Dating isn't my thing because I'm married.
She's a married-ass bitch. Fuck off. Okay. Are you a good student? I'm like looking at Stacy knowingly. You try your best. You're very intense and studious. You follow the instructions. You do things your own way. Or you're more of a teacher than a student.
Honestly, I just follow instructions.
She sure does.
I'm not like valedictorian out here. I've never been like number one in the class. But I follow the directions and it serves me well.
True dat. Very, very intelligent. How's your hygiene? Fine, not great. It's very important to you. Amazing or effortlessly good. Which, by the way,
effortlessly good, because that's just a weird thing to say about your hygiene. I wouldn't believe anyone. My hygiene, it's effortlessly good. I'm like, you don't bathe, do you?
Yeah, I'm like, you don't wash your ass. For sure.
Mm-hmm, but I just like that.
Me too. I think it's funny. Do you make friends easily? You're a little intimidating. You have a few good friends. You keep to yourself. You're kind of mean, or you're very friendly.
I'm definitely not as friendly as Shea, so I feel like I can't choose like very friendly.
Yeah, I'm like too friendly.
If Shea's very friendly, then I'm cave troll.
You're kind to people, but you're not like, yeah, let's like call me anytime.
Yeah,
like
no,
I am.
Like, please don't.
Yeah, I'm like, call me at any hour of any day, and I will be there for you for like 17 hours. So he's like,
of 8
no.
p.m. and 8 a.m.
So he's like, I'm fucking busy, dude.
Gonzo. Yeah, I keep to myself.
You keep to yourself. Do you like dressing up? You dress up when it's necessary? Not really. You prefer being casual. You listen to your inner sparkle. It's super fun. Or it's part of your job.
I listen to my inner sparkle.
She show does. You heard it here first. How confident are you? Pretty confident. You're a bit full of yourself. You worry about potential disasters. You can pass as confident. Or you tend to doubt yourself.
Well, I worry about potential disasters because I'm a lawyer and it's my job.
True.
So
Okay.
I'll go with that one.
Okay. How would you feel if you were in the Miss United States dressing room? It's no big whoop, but it's cool. You'd be happy to be there. That sounds like heaven. It's your average Thursday, or you'd feel out of place. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm thinking of front row seat to heaven. LOL.
I would feel out of place because I don't know why I'd be there.
Yeah, you like wake up and you're like in this dressing room?
What's going on?
Would you be good undercover? I think she would. No, people would identify you too easily. Yes, after a bit of practice. Probably. You'd attract too much attention, or no, you wouldn't know how to act.
I think yes, after a bit of practice. I've often said that I think I could be a successful spy.
She really could. I really think that.
White lady face, and people think they know me when they don't.
Uh-huh.
They think they've met me. I could use that to my advantage.
Absolutely. People could, like, I think people easily tell you stuff.
I'll be low-key, you know.
Yeah. You'd fit into a lot of different circles as well. Because you know so much. I feel like you're so smart that, like, any topic, you could be like, yes, and have you heard of this? Like, I feel like you could do that. And lastly, are you a good dancer? Yes, she is. Okay, but you're pretty good. You suck at dancing, but you still try. You can really wow a crowd. Dancing is not your thing, or you're very good at dancing.
What's the first one? Pretty good?
You're pretty good.
I'm pretty good.
Oh, come on.
I can cut a rug. I wouldn't say
You're
I'm
crazy.
wowing
You're a bit of a klutz
Yes.
and can be too impulsive at times. You don't really fit in. Wait, there's more. Okay. You don't really fit in. And you never have, but that's just because you like doing things your own way. You don't understand why people care so much about appearances, since you think jobs are more important than how you look and express yourself. You have a really good sense of intuition, you're very intelligent, and you're also one of the most beautiful people who's ever existed.
Whoa.
Put
Gracie
respect
and
on Stacy's
Cheryl?
fucking name.
I can't believe it.
We're
We're not
besties.
trained in heaven.
Oh my god. That's my
Hell
Miss
yeah.
Congeniality. The queen of my world, baby.
Wow, what a great way to end the episode.
As per usual, our characters just mesh up so perfectly.
There's a reason we're doing this thing.
For real. But I love this movie. If you haven't ever seen it, I would be so surprised. But please do yourself a flavor
Do it up.
and
Go
watch it. It is so good. It feels good to the heart, and it's also incredibly funny.
It is hilarious. Michael Caine is worth the price of admission.
Yeah,
Him
just
and
him
Sandy
alone.
Bullock. Yeah, what more do you want?
You also get to see Benjamin Pratt slap Sandra Bullock's ass, and it gives a very, very satisfying sound.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. She juicy.
She juicy, and he's so fucking hot. That's not how I want to end this. I love this movie for all the beautiful women. All right.
It is great. Fuck the critics. Fuck Roger Ebert on this one.
Literally, fuck Roger Ebert. You guys know how I feel. Sometimes he surprises me, and I'm like, okay, we're fam. And then he pisses me off immediately after. So, there
Real
you go.
roller coaster.
But anyway, we love you so much.
We love you. And if you want to get a head start on next week's film, we'll be covering Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Ooh, another great one.
Oh, I'm so fucking stoked. Anyways, love you, my wife.
Love you, Shay.
And I love you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your week and weekend. And we will see you guys next time.
We love you.
Bye.
Thank you to our amazing editor, Anthony, Grady for our amazing theme song, and Whitney for our beautiful cover art.
If you have questions for us or would like to advertise with us, please email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com.
And as always, please rate, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us. We love you.
Why are you picking your feet up?
Because I'm preparing to run away.
No, wait.
What?
Watch me. Glide. See? Glide. It's all in the buttocks. Don't I look pretty?
Takes a very secure man to walk like that.